This is one action-packed title that just has some shockingly good qualities. Honey, it's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like! Moros Protocol is a new FPS action roguelite, which sees us traverse through a pixelated yet brutal spaceship, with multiple weapon upgrading options and numerous enemies to face, while the 9 boss fights in this game are entertaining and surprisingly challenging. It launched on the 18th of September this year, and after many hours of playtime, I invite you to join me while we see if Moros Protocol is a real fun or a refund. As the supposedly last breathing human, we are guided by an AI companion making our way through an infested spaceship, where we launch into ever-changing maps, picking up 2 ranged and 1 melee weapon to have a powerful arsenal against the many different types of enemies we encounter. With 3 boss sections standing between us and the unlocking of the next section of the ship, we sprint, dodge and jump between opponents while we slash, shoot, shock or cut them in half with a simple sword, axe or something rather familiar. Lightsabers aside, each of the 3 sections of the ship comes further equipped with teleporters to transport us to the next randomly generated section, which we can impact by a simple path choice in a typically roguelike map. Picking up ammo as well as 2 different currencies, we encounter shops to buy augmentations which enhance our character or the weapons for the ongoing run. With the second currency, we dive into the consistent progression in the main menu in form of a large grid, enhancing our health points, our healing abilities, ammo pouches and stamina, which are essential to beat the scary and unforgiving boss monsters. It's not what it looks like! With 1 melee and 2 ranged weapons split into physical and energy based, we fight our way through monster filled rooms, which lock up the moment we step in. Taking care of business is done by utilizing the stamina bar for jumping, slashing and dodging, while the guns do their business and basically never run out of ammo, since most enemies are downright ammo pinatas. Furthermore, they sometimes drop healing energy, which fills up our syringe for very welcome healing bursts. To avoid the incoming damage, we try to make quick work of these creatures by targeting their weak points or utilize the many explosives spread out through the maps. Apart from enemies, we further encounter challenging levels, filled with jumping puzzles which are most of the time simple and entertaining, but on some occasions downright frustrating due to the narrow camera view. Reaching the end of such a challenge awards us with a higher base health or stamina bar, which is very helpful for the many encounters we face. Once we finish a level and find the teleporter, we move up to the next section and can choose between rooms filled with more enemies, a blackout section that limits our visibility, or shop encounters for vendors that either provide helpful items, upgrade our weapons or merge 2 augmentations together into a different one. Those augmentations are the run-specific upgrading options for our character. We can find many chests, not those ones, but yes, we find those as well. It's not what it looks like! But rather treasure chests, giving us 1 augmentation either for our suit or our weapons. The former can provide damage reductions, health boosts, stamina enhancements or even drop a grenade when we dodge, while the weapon upgrades can range from simple damage enhancements to downright insane upgrades like a 200% damage boost once we kill an enemy. Combine that with a heavy hitting melee weapon and we one-shot normal enemies. The abnormal ones, however, are those nasty bosses which are roadblocks in every biome. These boss fights are challenging with numerous mechanics, and due to the limited view mixed with the quick reflexes we require, they are surprisingly well-rounded experiences. Some bosses use lasers we need to jump over. Another works with cubes that smash the battlefield, while yet another tries to take us down with a sword and through a cutscene succeeds. Those encounters are far more than simple skill checks in the game, but further move along the story through entertaining yet not narrated scenes, which is a shame since I definitely want to hear her voice for academic reasons. The story itself is mysterious and filled with 1 or 2 twists, and saw me even more motivated to reach the end boss than usual. To reach this goal, we have, as mentioned, the run-specific upgrades in form of augmentations to enhance our character, but we have further a grid filled with small power-ups, making each run easier, yet never easy, since the monsters are becoming more and more tricky the further we move along. The last noteworthy thing to mention is that the game also has a 2-person co-op option, so you can double team the boss. Whoops, that sounded dirty. It's not what it looks like! Moros Protocol has an entertaining and fast-paced combat system with numerous weapon types to find and upgrade. While the consistent progression feels rewarding, yet a tad lackluster, because the biggest features we obtain are faster movement speeds and more augmentation slots for our armor. A more impactful upgrading system would be a great change, while the very narrow FPS view had me sometimes get killed by something that I think I would have seen coming in other FPS games. Adding those minor issues to the calculations, we drop a coin into the machine and see if Moros Protocol is a real fun or a hey, that was too soon. Would you agree with the machine's verdict? Will you play this game, and what is the meaning of life? Let me know in the comments and hit the like and subscribe buttons just like you would hit the female antagonist in this game.